One of the great things about working at Valuetainment is you get invited to some pretty big events. So I'm going to give you a backstage pass. Let's go see what the NBC Republican debates look like from a front row seat.
Also, Donald Trump, the only person in the world to step foot in North Korea to bring peace.
Now, if you're just listening, they're kind of setting up the whole show. That's a beautiful stage. The place fits about 2,000 people. Here comes each of the candidates, some of them no longer even running. Friendly at first, and it all takes a turn.
I want to laugh at why Nikki Haley didn't answer your question. In the last debate, she made fun of me for actually joining TikTok while her own daughter was actually using the app for a long time. So you might want to take care of your family first.
Leave my daughter out of your voice.
Your adult daughter. The next generation of Americans are using it. And that's actually the point. You have her supporters propping her up. That's fine. Here's the truth.
You're just
the easy
scum.
answer.
She said you're scum at the end.
Well, here's what I would say is that the last debate, I think her exact quote was, "I feel dumber every time you speak," after the TikTok issue, lecturing families across this country about leaving TikTok. It's not a sin to be on TikTok. The dirty little secret is it's a generational divide. Most people, young people who I meet are. And the alerting moment is, even if she's going to talk about TikTok sanctimoniously on stage without mentioning that her own adult family members of the next generation are on it, we're not fixing the problem by just retreating and signaling our virtue.
Checkmate. She said, "Keep my daughter's name out of your voice." Nobody can quite remember that famous quote from Will Smith. It's "keep my wife's name out your mouth." So make sure that put that on a t-shirt there. So Vivek, and by the way, if you want to say his name correctly, I heard him say this in a podcast. He says it's Vivek. It rhymes with cake. So be smarter than all your friends and call him Vivek Ramaswamy. Now, he was the one who stole the show because, as Miley Cyrus once said, he came in like a wrecking ball. I mean, he just came to just decapitate everybody with quick punchlines. He was like the Eminem of politicians. Handsome guy, 38 years old, Indian. He came after all the people on the stage, as well as the woman who put the whole event together. Her name is Ronna McDaniel. Kind of sounds like Ronald McDonald. He basically called her a clown. Take a look right here.
Swami, let me turn to you. Please make your case. Why should you be the nominee and not the former president?
I think there's something deeper going on in the Republican Party here, and I am upset about what happened last night. We've become a party of losers at the end of the day. It was a cancer in the Republican establishment. Let's speak the truth. I mean, since Ronna McDaniel took over as chairwoman of the RNC in 2017, we have lost 2018, 2020, 2022, no red wave that never came. We got trounced last night in 2023. And I think that we have to have accountability in our party. For that matter, Ron, if you want to come on stage tonight, you want to look the GOP voters in the eye and tell them you resign, I will yield my time to you. And frankly, look, the people there cheering for losing in the Republican Party. Think about who's moderating this debate. This should be Tucker Carlson, Joe Rogan, and Elon Musk. We'd have 10 times the viewership, asking questions that GOP primary voters actually care about and bringing more people into our party. You think the Democrats, and we've got Kristen Welker here, do you think the Democrats would actually hire Greg Gutfeld to host a Democratic debate? They wouldn't do it. And so the fact of the matter is, I mean, Kristen, I'm going to use this time because this is actually about you in the media and the corrupt media establishment. Ask you, the Trump-Russia collusion hoax that you pushed on this network for years, was that real or was that Hillary Clinton made up disinformation? Answer the question. Go.
Mr. Ross.
Sorry. This is how we get our country back. We need accountability because this media rigged the 2016 election. They rigged the 2020 election with the Hunter Biden laptop story.
Mr. Ramaswamy,
and they're going to rig this election.
Your time is up.
Accountability.
Let me turn to Governor.
Woo! Checkmate. That could have been a script from a movie because he took his minute and a half and he quietly made the point at first that we are a party of losers now. And that's not a good thing to say in front of all the party. And then he said, so if the person who's the head of the RNC wants to come up and step down, you can use my mic. And then he turned the Gatling gun on the debate moderators and said, and why did you do that? Go. The guy was just in rare form, and we need to say that. When he said Joe Rogan should moderate the debate and Elon Musk and Tucker Carlson, everybody started laughing. And he said, because we'd have 10 times the viewership and we'd talk about what people care about. And then they all stopped laughing immediately, like, oh, good point. So very rarely can someone hit all those levels. So I want to ask a question right over here. Are you, if you had to vote for one of these people, going to go with Tim Scott, who's gone, DeSantis, you got Dick Cheney in heels, Nikki Haley, and of course, we have none other than Vivek Ramaswamy and Krispy Kreme. Pick which one. Put in the comments if you had to. Don't say no. If you had to vote for one. Can't believe it. Vivek took the cake. Hey, I hope you enjoyed that very short clip, but I want you to check out the full episode. So here's what you need to do. Drink a Vault, focus, and then click subscribe so you don't miss a single episode.